And I think we saw some steps get off the plane a little bit earlier, so I suspect she is, and I think we can see some of those, some of the armoured Land Rovers there on the right-hand side. So it looks like she will be leaving that airport pretty soon. When she gets here, really, really important moment. I cannot overemphasise how important the speech is, the first speech the Prime Minister makes in Downing Street. We can remember Boris Johnson's 3 years ago when she talked an awful about levelling up and getting Brexit done. Remember Theresa May's actually back in 2016 when she talked about trying to listen to those voters who felt maligned by British politics and about Brexit. As for Liz Truss, though, her big speech is going to have to address some of the big issues facing Britain today, not least of all that if you listen to the Bank of England, we're hurtling towards a protracted recession that could start as early as the end of this year. But more pressing, Patrick, is that issue of energy price rises and what precisely the government is going to do to tackle that. And you could add a whole plethora of other issues, whether it's the Northern Ireland Protocol, the migration channel crisis in the English Channel, whether it is the NHS and the difficulties it's likely to face this winter post-pandemic, and you could go on and on and on. There is little doubt Liz Truss is facing the most difficult in-trade that any politician, any Prime Minister has had to face really since 1979. And then when she makes that speech here, she will go into number 10, she'll go get clapped by the Downing Street staff, welcome them. Many of them will be working with her in the months and years to come. And then she'll go to the Cabinet office and she'll be sat down by the Cabinet Secretary and taken through some pretty brutal stuff, i.e. the nuclear launch codes, a security briefing of the highest possible sensitivity, and then she'll set about that task of appointing her Cabinet. And as you've rightly remarked, Therese Coffey is already inside Downing Street, a close political ally of Liz Truss. The expectation is that she could well be Health Secretary in a couple of hours' time. She may even be Deputy Prime Minister.